Okay, best of 5 against... So, in the top right-hand corner, spawning as the purple Protoss, we've got Dreadlord. Boom, boom, boom. And in the bottom left-hand corner, spawning as the orange Terran, we've got UncleClimax, the maker of very, very interesting names. Bom, 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 bom. Okay, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Okay, everything looks very, very standard. These players have done a really good job to make it through the 8 other players. Well, no, the 6 other players. Yeah, they've done very, very well. Now, from the past, Dreadlord, every time I verse Dreadlord's very good defensively. Very, very good defensively. Any aggression that I've thrown at Dreadlord has dealt with very, very well. Has observers all over the map. Is just really, really good. But the thing is, UncleClimax, from the most part that I've versed Uncle, has not been aggressive at all. Just opts to play the macro game, plays very, very macro, doesn't do a lot of harass, and purely just out macros the other player. So, I don't know how Dread is going to, like, be against a very, very macro-dependent Terran. We'll see. Okay, so core Nexus. This is all very standard. Marine first, no Reaper. Straight into Reactor. Okay, we'll see. Okay, what else is happening? Okay. This is all very standard. Factory, okay. This is probably going to be Hellions, but like, or maybe it could be Hellions or Mines swapping over. Oh no, okay, maybe just Marines. Okay, bunker goes down. What is Dreadlord doing? Robo, okay, so Dread usually builds like 3 observers, like almost immediately, has great vision around the map, helps him play very, very defensively. So what are we going to see? Okay, second gas going down. Okay, this is very stock standard. Very stock standard from both players. I wouldn't be surprised to see a Twilight or 3 more gateways here. Okay, okay, we're seeing Marines. Maybe they're just a few, okay, there's a few mines going down. Okay, the Adept's going to get in and see... It sees the barracks. It sees the reactor on the barracks as well. Odd bunker placement is... it's not too bad. Usually you would have it like here, just a little bit up, but it's fine. Okay. Wow, this is all on one gate. One gate robo. If it feels like Dread is either delaying additional tech, delaying an additional expansion. Okay, we're seeing a few more. I guess wanted to get a little bit of a read before throwing things down. This is a nice wall against Hellions, but it's not going to be Hellions. It looks like it's going to be a mine drop. Maybe a 2 or a 3 mine drop. Oh, there's still no medevac building. Okay, now we have a medevac. Oh, okay, the Adept gets in. It sees the mines. What is going to be the reaction? I like it. I like this obs over here. There's another obs going across the map. There's an Adept running around the map. There's a lot of vision. A lot of vision for Dreadlord. Okay, a 3rd observer coming out. Is there an armory? Oh, there's an armory going down. Okay, so this is going to be a 3 mine. Oh, he sees the medevac go across, sees all the tech. Okay, so we got 1 observer, we got a 2nd observer. But this is exactly what Dreadlord's very, very good at defending. Very good at defending drops like this. How much damage are these mines going to do? Okay, was building a missile turret. Building a missile turret. Opts just for the singular missile turret. Cancels the other one. Okay, sees the drops over here. Do we see the stalkers in place? No, the stalkers are on the other side. We're doing some transfer. More stalkers get whooped in. Okay, this might just be cleaned up. Okay, the probes get pulled. Well, this is going to do very little damage. Oh, actually, I take that back. This is still going to get cleaned up. Okay, we've lost 2 workers so far. Oh, so close. Another observer coming out. It is a cloaked mine drop. I wonder if some of these mines will be picked up. It doesn't look like it. It looks like the medevac's just going to cruise away. The observer does manage to spot everything. Oh, that was close. Okay. Still medevac just chilling out here on very, very low health. What is the Terran doing? Okay, they've got a Liberator going around at the same time. They're going up to bio, mass bio. It was a lot of lost mining time, honestly. A 3rd CC going down. The 3rd CC built for Dread. Okay, what else are we seeing? So this Liberator is coming over here. There is 3 Stalkers here already. So they're going to pick this off. Whoa. The other mine coming down at the same time still only gets 1 probe. Still only gets 1 probe. The medevac's going to die. I don't know. This Liberator's in a weird spot. Everything's getting cleaned up here. The probes need to go back to mining though. This is a lot of probe down mining time. The mine's still here though. Don't tell me... Okay, the observer's coming back. I don't think the mine's going to get another shot. No. Okay. Okay, so Uncle opting for a little bit of harass. Has gone heavy on the macro behind all this though. This Liberator I could get killed. I'm pretty sure I can see it. No, wow, it's just out of vision. All it takes is like a Stalker right here. Okay, it looks like we're going Colossus. We've got vision over here. We see the tanks. Lots of medevacs coming out. Dread's looking pretty dead. He won't hold this push. I don't know. Dread has quite a fair few units. I think Dread has like these units here. I think some more units around the place. These units over here. This is going to be annoying when the push does happen. But we'll see what happens. Dreadlord does spot the units moving across. Does put his units in position. Does throw down a shield battery. This shield battery is a little bit late. Well, it's going to try and slow down the tanks from sieging up. It also gives time for these shield batteries to go down. There's a second Colossus on the way. No, the second Colossus is already out. I think this can definitely hold this. There's a bunch of units being loaded up again. Oh, this drop is going to be very strong. There's 2 mines in it. Do we see units anywhere else? There's still a bunch of Stalkers split off. There's a 3rd Colossus coming out. Charges on the way. We still see this Liberator here. Scan goes down probably to spot any observers, but there's actually no observers here. Oh, there's a 2 Zealot run by going straight to this mineral line. Okay, so this drop is going to be very, very strong. It does get spotted, but does Dreadlord be able to react to it? It does have blink, does have a bunch of Stalkers here. This is exactly where the Stalkers need to be. Charge kicks in, and these 2 Colossus and the rest of this is probably going to clean up all this. There's only 2 Vikings here. He does back off, tries to keep the Colossus alive. Oh, the shield battery charge goes down slightly too late. The shield battery charges here. Oh, the drop's going to get cleaned up. The mine's going to go down, but the workers are pulled. Oh, do we have a blink? Oh, it looks like that. Both players are microing at 2 places at the same time. Oh, is there still another mine? There's no more mines. Oh, okay. Okay, it looks like for the most part, Dread had held most of this push. Is down quite a few workers though, honestly. There's quite a bit. This is where we're seeing Uncle's macro skills really churn through. Through all this, Uncle is macroing a heap. Oh wow, this is getting a few kills here. I thought we had Blink. Maybe Blink's not researched? No, it's not researched. Wow, this is just out. We needed a Stalker down here. Wow, this one Liberator's got 7 kills. There's a few random units here. This is very close. Okay, now a lot of these probes need to go back to mining. We can see a big supply difference. Huge supply difference. Okay, Dread is sending everything back to working. It does have a fair few Colossus, but probably by now we're starting to see the Viking count increase. This is very, very strong from Uncle. Has just macroed up constant amounts of armies, doing some good multi-pronged attacks, keeping the multi-prongs alive as well, which is very, very important. We do see Storm being researched. No, it's been researched. This drop's coming back in again. It's only 2 units. It's just for like a distraction, I would suspect. There's 3 Colossus with the main army, but there's starting to be more and more Vikings. There is a huge Terran army here. Huge Terran army. The Terran has better upgrades. Oh, this is... Shield battery overcharge does go down. Mines go down. There's still 1 Marauder here. Doing some damage. There's... Wow. Honestly, Dread's playing this very, very well. There's been a bit of an overstim, I think. We do have a Disruptor out. No 4th coming down from Dread. So Uncle's doing this all with a 4th and a 5th coming up. This is Terran. The power of Terran. I'm not saying... Not balanced discussion whatsoever. Uncle is playing this very, very well. Yes, not having Blink was a particular error that has caused a lot of pain in this game. I think the Blink on the Liberator, Blink on the Medevac that flew past. I think Dreadlord did assess the game to be like a Marine tank push, and then opted for charge, and then forgot about the Blink. Okay, there's still a lot of Colossus here. There is 3 Vikings and a Liberator. It looks like 1 Colossus is going to go down. Okay, this is whoa. We've got 2 Liberators set up. They both have upgraded range. We do see a Zealot run by, which does fix up the worker count a little bit. But the Protoss player is still down a lot of workers. And down a whole base. Down 2 whole bases. Honestly, the Protoss should be up in workers against a Terran because they have mules on top. So, Dreadlord's falling behind. Only has 2 attack upgrades, whereas the Terran has 2 attack, 2 health, 2 armor, and 1 ship weapons. Oh, that Disruptor shot was nice. Does have a lot of AoE here, though. No High Templars to be seen. These Liberators are slowly pushing this up, making it more and more difficult. Oh, I think this is just going to die for free. Oh, this is not what... Oh, there's another Liberator going around, being more troublesome. Has observers all in these really, really good spots. But Uncle is playing a really good game. There's 3 High Templar in here. Oh, that gets the Storm. Do we see another? Oh, wow, this is really, really good. Cleaned up a lot of the army. That was a bit of a weird blink. You could have blinked forward there and got those medevacs. But a little bit of a miscontrol there. Now, it looks like Dread has defeated most of this army. The problem is there's a base here, there's a base here, and there's a base here, all behind all that. Dreadlord only now taking his 4th, is oversaturated in his natural, oversaturated in his 3rd, is down a lot of workers. Well, this mine, still getting free damage. There's no observer over here, there's observers everywhere else. We're going to start seeing the production increase from Uncle. It's going to have a lot of production. It's probably just going to be able to throw units and units and units at Dread, knowing the amount of bases that Dread is on, and expecting, okay, just can't keep reinforce. If I can, if I would like, if George lets me. George lets you what? Oh, the Disruptor shot goes in. Oh, we do see these High Templar in this War Prism. There is a lot of Marauders here. There's a lot of Marauders here. Oh. Oh! They are some really big Storms. Everything's on, like, no health. The Protoss army is walking up behind. A whole heap of units are warping in with 2 Liberators setting up behind them. It looks like this base is going to go down. This is one of the only mining bases for the Protoss. The big blink goes forward. It looks like they're just going to fly into the main. Oh, we get a Storm. We could have got a feedback on this one. Oh, there's so many Zealots here. They can't jump up the cliff. The 2 Colossus go up the cliff, though. But the real this Colossus. DT Shrine coming down, but we're on 3 bases against, what, 6? 6 bases. But also, the supplies are fairly even. I wouldn't be surprised if Dreadlord did a big attack right now and tried to close out the game. I feel like sitting back here, expanding, and just playing a long game is not going to be particularly good. Okay, we've got another Warp Prism full of 4 High Templar. Yeah, Dreadlord is playing very, very well. There's so many things that Uncle's just throwing at him, and Dreadlord is reacting very, very well to all of them. Oh, this is... Oh, just as I say that. But it might only get like 2. Okay, it got like 3 or... It got like 4 or 5. Okay, what are we seeing now? Okay, we do see 2 attack, 1 armor for the Protoss against 3/3 for the Terran. Oh, this is not going to be good. Well, such a huge bioarmy, 200 supply bioarmy. Uncle's just going to keep smacking in to the Protoss every time he hits 200 supply. There is a Warp Prison full of High Templar, but there is such a huge army here. Sieging on this base now, it's going to make it very problematic. They've all these Liberators set up. This base is going to go down in a few seconds. There's a High Templar there. Gets a decent storm. But the Terran's starting to split up. And there's so many Marauders that it takes a lot of storms to kill. Oh, there are some really good storms. Leaves the Terran army almost all dead. But the problem is, Dreadlord keeps bleeding on bases. Just doesn't have the economy to keep supporting these trades like this. And these Liberators doing a fair amount of damage. Oh, Terran army's just going to go back and heal up. Oh, this is a has sensor towers everywhere. Oh, there's 2 Thors in this drop. There's 2 Thors in this drop. Let's go back to production. We're seeing 4 Liberators. We're seeing, how does Uncle's worker count? Well, you can see the workers down here. Well, this is a big doom drop. This is a big doom drop. There's no observers around here. The armies could catch. Dreadlord could catch the army. Oh, Uncle realizes it, moves it. Do we have a blink? Do we have a blink? No blink. We see the Terran boosting around. Fuck, these Thors look funny in the medevac. It looks like all the Stalkers. Oh, it doesn't matter. Everything lands. Oh, the High Templars with Storm. What? Oh, everything's boxed up. Wow, the whole Terran army just gets destroyed here. Even though the Terran... Wait, this is the first time this game Dreadlord's supply has been greater than the Terrans. Destroys the whole army. I think this is the time. If Dreadlord attacks right now, we do see this. There's a small attack going over here. Dreadlord calls GG. Wow. What a game. What a game. GG. I feel like he could have attacked, but it's hard to say for sure. GG, well played. Jumbo, you're not even subbed and you're asking to co-cast. That's a little bit of a... Even if you do sub, that's not necessarily a 100%. So if you sub now, I'm not inviting you to co-cast right then and there. Just a heads up. Pillars, okay. Fuck. Okay, we got our next game with Pillars. That was a game. The upgrades really did affect it. It was 2-1 to 3-3 upgrades. Flamey doesn't need a co-caster, but Jumbo needs to be a co-caster. Remove from lobby. Okay. I'll say again, I'd rather not just listen to Jumbo shooting on people. Yeah. And mute him for the whole tourney. Yeah. Yeah, Jumbo likes to shoot on people. Yeah, Jumbo is a bit of a troll. I wouldn't pay too much attention to Jumbo. There's a reason in Discord it says, do not believe his lies. Okay, so this is of the best of 5. Wait, that's not the right button I was meant to hit. That's the right button. Okay, best of 5. Game 1 went to Uncle, so this is game 2. I wonder if the builds are going to be different. I wonder what builds they're going to choose this time. So this is Pillars of Gold. What plays? I mean, I've been GM. What is he at the moment? Yeah, Jumbo's not GM at the moment. He was GM for a brief period of time, and he's maybe GM Archon, but Archon's not a real format. He probably made the other person do all the work for him. Okay, this is still very standard. Very standard. Jumbo promised to be GM for 22 seasons in a row. Though. Yeah, he makes promises that he can't keep. I'm gonna be GM this season. Ah, big words there, Jumbo. Big words. Okay, SCV goes in for the scout. It might go in for the block. You might see engineering bay block, or just coming in for a scout. We're going to see the same build from Uncle. Probe goes down. They should see an Nexus any second now. There we go. This is all very standard. Jumbo was timed out on stream. That's cheap. Can't believe you'd do that. Poor fellow. She's got a few timeouts there. Okay, the probe's gonna get in. See the expand. Oh, does it see the expansion? Oh, it does see the expansion. That's all Dreadlord was trying to do then. Okay, the Adept's walking out. It's gonna try and do some more scouting. It's looking like a very similar build from Uncle. Very similar opening. Exactly the same from both players. It is Jumbo. Jumbo has many accounts. Can I mute that person too? It's clearly Jumbo. Yeah, you're allowed to. But like he'll just keep popping up. He's like that animal at the carnival, the what is it, the mole machine or whatever it's called, where the heads pop up. He has like you cut his head off and then to appear. Oh wait, maybe that's the Hydra or the mythology. Whack-a-mole, that's the one. It's a mole, yeah. I'm gonna make alt accounts now and multi-tab Flamey stream just to accumulate 6,000 points in them to time people out. I just have 2 heads, go back, yeah. Yeah, well, Jumbo's kind of got 2 heads. Like, he has 3 tabs open. If you mute him once, he'll open 2 tabs. Every tab you mute him. He's a bit like that. Thank you. Oh, shoot, is bad at StarCraft. I was going to say thank you for the follow, but...
Good one!
People shouldn't start with 300 channel points. Okay, we're seeing a Marine scouting around for proxies. I don't mind that, Okay, what else is happening this game? Looks very standard. We're seeing a blink opener instead of a robo opener. We're seeing the gateways a lot earlier. Okay. Oh, okay, we're seeing a different opener from Uncle here. This is a Raven tank. It looks like maybe a Raven tank Marine push. No, he asked Spectre. He asked if he could keep banning Jumbo. That's all right. Okay, so yeah, it looks like we're going to
have... Good one!
Shooting yours, yeah, okay. That's good. Well, I appreciate these follows, Jumbo. It doesn't mean too much. I'm sure there's easier ways to say something into chat. Okay. What else is happening? What else is happening? Okay, so we're still building tanks. We're still building Marine Marauder. Okay. Is this going to be like a timing push with like 3 tanks and stim? It looks like Dreadlord's doing some sort of Stalker poke while taking another base at the same time. I think Stalkers into tanks is exactly what you don't want to do. I think if Dreadlord blinks up here, he's going to have a very, very bad day. He probably sees the 1 tank back here. Please don't tell me you're going to blink on top of it. Please. I'm seeing more Stalkers warping in. This is not what I want. This is exactly what you don't want. Oh, gets a few free shots. This is just out of range of the tank. Wow. All right, see? Okay, gets hit by the tank shot. Don't get... Oh, just doesn't get hit by another tank shot. First match was good commentary. Okay. I know, but like the game's also going to be a little bit slow when they're winding up. Okay, looks like both players still opting for macro games. I'm not sure if there's going to be a move out. There's a lot less harass. Dread is actually allowed to play Dread's own game. He has got a little bit of an oversaturation here. Could resaturate over here. Getting more upgrades. The Terran, do we even see engineering bay? We see a single engineering bay. Getting a 3rd down. No harass at all. There's an observer on the edge here. Picks off a unit. There is no vision outside Uncle's base right now. Dread is actually denying a lot of vision. I quite like this proactive play. If Dread spots a medevac flying away to do a drop, is this low diamond? No. This is medium to high masters. Oh, the Stalkers might get picked off here. Oh, that was a really fast blink. Is concussive shell done? We don't have concussive shell. There's a lot of Marauders here. That was a big stim. Colossus. Okay, 1 Colossus done. I would expect a shield battery to be built. The 2nd Colossus being chronoed out. The Stalkers are probably just trying to delay all this walking across the map. Do we have concussive? Still no concussive shell. Picks off the observer. Still just trying to delay. I like this. It's trying to delay, allowing shield batteries to come up, allowing Colossus to be built, allowing probably charge. Do we have charge? Charge is already done. So this is kind of where you want to be as a Protoss. You want to be up this amount of workers. Up 13 workers. This is not like last game. Although, this is going to be a very good siege point for Uncle. This is a very strong siege point. Going to have the Raven for disabling the Colossus. I would expect a double disable here. Okay. There's still another disable there. There's 3 Zealots over this side. The tanks are starting to move up. Oh, the Liberators. This is going to cause so many problems. The shield battery overcharge still going. It's going to turn off in a second. Oh, this is pretty huge. The 2nd disable goes down. I think that's both disables. And a missile turret goes down. We need to shield the pylon. The pylon's going to go down. I mean, it doesn't really matter because these are out of energy. But the tanks and the Liberators making this very, very difficult. There's not a lot of units for Dreadlord. Dreadlord's down 20 supply. The Zealots are getting on top of the units, and the Colossus. This Colossus is still alive, but the Liberators make this so painful to defend. You have to have your units like skirt around the outside. But Dread is playing this, is keeping everything alive. Oh, the Liberators move up. The siege tanks move up as well. GG is called. Uncle takes gain 2. That was a very strong push. Those Liberators make it very, very difficult for a Protoss to just attack into it. Look at Dreadlord's APM. Every time I see Dreadlord's APM, it just gets higher and higher and higher in every game. 383 APM. Does need to work with the flanking. I'm not sure if like maybe destroying those rocks beforehand would actually benefit Dreadlord. Maybe. I think it might. You could flank around with the Zealots. I don't know. It'd be close. Those legions came out of nowhere. Nah, I think they just repositioned them. Should probably have 3 Colossus out that time, the Terrans push. I didn't see what time it is. But I liked what Dreadlord was doing, trying to delay the push as much as possible, forcing siege, like the Terran to siege up while they're pushing across the map. Push was 8 minutes-ish. Okay. So Pillars and Ice are down. What maps are left, and what did they veto? Submarine and Golden Wall. So what is it? Death, Ever, Eternal. It has to be another map as well. I do like the Eternal pick. Hi Flamey, did I miss out on the finals? Right on time. This is game 3 of the finals. Game 3 of the finals. Uncle has won the first 2 games. Ideally, he wouldn't want his Blink Stalkers across the map to cut the army back and maybe pick off a tank or 2 of the raid, but he can't throw if he's just going to get a liver or a drop in his base or not. It's a very strong push. Yeah, it was a very, very strong push. Okay. Oh. I'm excited. This is the finals for the Flaming Blade Pyre tournament. This is for Diamond and above. A sub-only tournament. Planning to run another tournament in the future. I will get the sign-up either Thursday or Friday. I think Friday. I might have to take Thursday off. I'm not. Need more Marines. Okay, let's see what both players do. Okay, we'll see if we'll see mine drops or more tank pushes. Both players changing up the builds slightly, not crazy, but definitely doing different macro builds, I would say. Uncle was throwing a few drops in game 1, but is still mostly macro style, taking so many bases across the map. Uncle will do something different this map. Ooh, you've got me intrigued. You've got me very, very intrigued there, Champy. We'll see what happens. We do see the normal probe scout. We do see what looks to be an SCV scout. I'm excited. Okay, so before these games, I would have looked at Uncle, and the games that I played against Uncle has played very, very passively. And other games that I've seen Uncle play, they played Champy, they played other people, and I've seen play very, very passive. Not do so many drops, just play the macro game. But game 1 really threw me for a loop. It also threw Dread for a loop as well. It was very high aggression, high drops, lots of Liberators, lots of mines. Yeah, it was very different style that I don't usually see Uncle do. Yeah, he heard you, Flamey. George, you forgot the score? Oh, I did forget the score. You're right. Thank you. Thank you for following that up. There we go. There's the score. Like, I like this play from Uncle. Uncle is playing very, 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 very tight gameplay here. This gas will go down in a few seconds. Well, after the factory. Okay. What's Dreadlord going to do? He's like, oh, I'll show them. All these people who said I can't harass. Just wait till you see this game. Hasn't got this gas yet. This is a late second gas. Is about to take it. About to take it any second now. There we go. Okay. I'm shocked. So Dreadlord hasn't done anything cheesy in any of these games. Has played very standard. No proxy voids. No, nothing like that. Just planning to try and out macro in the standard game, trying to use Colossus and just do really, really strong. What I suspect is a timing push, but just isn't allowed to do the timing push. Always gets shut down just before the timing push happens. Not getting any good reads. Sees a lot of Marines. If I see this amount of Marines, I would think a Marine tank push. The Terrans not spending a lot of minerals on Hellions. They're not spending a lot of minerals. Like you see the reactor on the barracks, which means the reactor is not on the factory. It means reacted mines aren't coming out. It means reacted Hellions aren't coming out. And of all these games, Uncle hasn't opened a Reaper on any of them, which is quite interesting. Okay. It looks like very similar to game 2. Looks like we'll probably have a Raven and a tank. It looks like this Adept got caught out. Are the Marines going to get it? Oh, no, I think it gets away. I think it gets away. It's going to... Oh, it's going to complete the shade. That's a little shocking. Okay, one Observer coming over. Still has the vision of the Watchtower. We're seeing a Warp Prism here. Now, this is a Warp Prism without a Twilight, so there's no Twilight yet. Does have the shield battery here. This is new. This wasn't here before. Okay, the Observer sees an expansion. It sees a tank. It's going to set up. Oh, I think this is going to be a Disruptor drop. This could be fairly strong. There's not... I mean, there's going to be the Raven, and if the Raven times its disable correctly, the Protoss could drop the Disruptor. The disable could go down on the Warp Prism before the Disruptor gets picked up, and it could be a free Disruptor. Let's see what happens. We're getting Warp Prism speed. I quite like this. This is a different playstyle from Dread. It's trying to be a bit more proactive. I think this is very, very interesting. Okay, so more gateways. It also leads with some tech. I wouldn't be shocked to see a Colossus being built. Yes, I really like this. So you're going into your standard build, but you're just doing a little bit of proactive play at the start of it. I quite like this. Oh, are we going to see a drop and then kill all these... Oh, missed drops there for a second. Oh! That's a fair bit of damage. That's a fair bit of damage. It killed a fair few Marines. It did take 2 shots, though, which is a bit problematic. The problem is, now the Terran is hyper-aware of the Warp Prism and the Disruptor. This was seen by the Raven. It looks like there's going to be another drop over here. I'm surprised this Observer is still alive. Oh. Doesn't get anything there. Does get a lot of damage on the tank, but it's just going to get repaired. Does a big SCV pull. All the while, are we seeing more and more production? So we're seeing... it's about similar working counts, which favors the Terran slightly. One Viking comes out. This is going to slow down a lot of the drop harass. It's going to get this Warp Prism and force it away. We've got a Raven on this side. We've got missile turrets going down. Oh, it takes 1 shot. It can only take like 2 more shots and then it dies. I don't know the health, but the Viking's going to start scaring it away. It's funny that this barracks is flying across the map, but it's also a sign that Uncle's probably going to go into mech. Now, I don't like mech particularly that much against Protoss. I think it's probably weaker than Bio, but it is a very different playstyle. If you don't scout that it's going mech, and Dreadlord did get the sign that because of the barracks floating. Oh, wait, are we going to see a Disruptor shot on these 4 Marines? Do you cancel range? We do see Colossus range cancelled. No Colossus range. Is opted to go Immortal, so probably identifies that this is mech. Has a different plan. Charge +1 attack. I like it. It's definitely has thrown down a second Robo. I like this. You're going to be able to get a lot of Immortals. I really like this. I wouldn't even mind a Stargate. If a Stargate goes down and like Void Rays start getting made, that's really, really good. Because what happens is they have so many things on the ground. Sometimes they have Thors. Sometimes they just have a shit ton of tanks. And they don't have a high Marine count. And not all of them build too many Vikings. So if you have a few Void Rays in there, I like this as well. Taking a 4th. You're trying to stay up on bases against the mech player. You kind of want to deny them getting their 4th. Double Armory comes down. What is this? A Liberator's getting set up over here. We don't have anything against it just yet. How many workers is it going to kill? There's still this 1 Viking dealing with this. 1 kill. Or 2 kills. That's actually not that much. Okay, it's going to go back into the dead space. This is a very annoying thing. It irritates you, and then it gets set up here. The reason it gets set up here is it allows the Terran player to keep pressing F2, and this won't move from here. It's just a little trick that some Terran players pick up if they want to use the F2 button a lot. The Terran now has the control of this watchtower, so they're going to see exactly this warp prism going along. Is it going to run into this missile turret? There's missile turrets defense everywhere. A fourth base is coming down. There's so many tanks. I think this is really where you want to start building Void Rays and carriers. I like to transition into that. A big ground army of Immortals. Sure, Immortals are good units. Are good units against mech. But if the tanks are still set up, the tanks are still going to do a lot of damage. So we're seeing a run by of Hellions. There's no workers at this base. I do like this. This is almost a full wall. There has to be a little gap here, right? I wouldn't be surprised if 2 cannons get dropped down here. Did scout the Hellions going past by this pylon. Ooh, no, the units are just going to walk past each other. Okay, it looks like, is this a sensor tower? Yes, it is a sensor tower. Wow, the Hellions get in through a little gap. Their blue flame is, oh, this is exactly what you don't want to happen. All the probes can't get anywhere. How many workers are killed? 8. 9. 9 workers killed. This is not a good position. Uncle is up 40 supply. This Liberator is still sitting here. The fourth going down. Okay, what else are we seeing? More gateways, Dark Shrine. I like the Dark Shrine. We should see a transfer of workers from here. A lot of Disruptors and Immortals. This is a way to verse mech. It doesn't beat all of mech, but this is so many tanks. That is so many tanks. 2-2 is what? Is 1-1 done? 1-1's done. Okay, the fourth is taken. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if cannons start going down. Oh, this mech army is slowly walking across the map. This is a huge army. Now, this army is relatively alright, but this army is not an army that beats this army. This is a huge army. He needs carriers. He needs more disruptors. I think he probably needs Void Rays. I like Void Rays against this army. If you can clear out the Marine count, and there's not too many Marines here. There's 1 Viking and there's the Thors. If you can clean out those units, then all of a sudden your air can just melt the ground. Oh, the problem is they're about to get set up. This base will go down immediately if they get set up. Now, ordinarily, you like Zealots into tanks, but there's all these Hellbats here. There's a lot of Archons. Okay, it looks like the tank's on siege. This might be an opportunity to attack. They all siege up again. Oh, this is... The Guardian Shield goes down. The anti-armor missile and the Colossus. Oh, there's so many units here. The Disruptor dies immediately. There's so many tanks. Oh, this is not looking good. Scan goes down just in case there's DTs. Oh, the Terran army. GG's called. GG, well played. Uncle wins the tournament. Congratulations to UncleClimax. Takes the series. GG, well played.